welcome to News Geelong Friday edition as the rains keep tumbling down. Tonight we join Baxter, yes, the draft horse, with his many friends at Rainbow Riders, located at Connewarre on the Bowen Hedge Road, where he enjoys making life that extra special for clients at this wonderful establishment. In the action world of Geelong sport, the flying hawk Nathan Curry speaks with Cameron Loftus from the Bowen Sports Academy regarding tennis becoming part of the many sports programs at BSA. Gene Kelly is famous for singing in the rain, but one wonders if it was meant to be as constant as we are currently experiencing. Sparkling Lani Silathill joins us later in the program to update us on what weather lies ahead over the next week. Let's rock and roll as the Geelong Jukebox Rockers held a 3-day rock and roll festival at White Eagle House here in Geelong, including a hot rod and classic car run and the great sounds of the everlasting rock and roll, as one of our great rockers, Merrill Friend.
We're here at White Eagle House, where they've had the Rock and Roll Festival for 2011 all weekend. There are rockers from all over the country dancing, and we've got stalls here with vintage clothing. There's hot rods and classic cars. For any rock and roll enthusiast, they could put on their blue suede shoes and come on down. I'm joined with Barbara Mitchell, the president of the Geelong Jukebox Rockers, and we're here at the Rock and Roll Festival for 2011. What a great day.
It is. It's absolutely fabulous. We've got a great turnout and the weather's held off for us. They couldn't wish for anything more, really.
Now, you've been the president for the last 13 years. You must have a lot of stories to tell.
Oh, a few stories. We started back in 1998 with 15 of us, and we have over about 300 financial members now. But over our books, over the years, we've got, say, 15 up to 1,800 members from all over Australia.
There's people from all over Australia here this weekend?
This weekend there's from Queensland, quite a few from Queensland, England, Albury, New South Wales, Bendigo, Ballarat.
And you've told me that you've been doing a lot of fundraising over the years as well.
Yes, last year we raised $12,000 for the bushfire appeal.
So if people are interested in joining and learning all the steps to these great rock and roll dances, what would they need to do?
They need to go on our website, geelongjukeboxrockers.com, and just find out. You'll see photos of things. If you're a member of Jukebox Rockers, we have mystery bus trips, barbecues, all different things. It's a very social event, and children are free. We're very children-orientated, family-orientated.
And we're joined with our Mayor, Councillor John Mitchell, here at the Rock and Roll Festival at White Eagle House. How fantastic is this music?
It's fantastic. It's a little old for me, but no, it's really good music. It's always been good music. Timeless, isn't it? Ageless. Ageless music. A lot of people here having a great time, and yeah, it's a great festival, and the city's happy to be a part sponsor of it.
And are you an enthusiast of the old cars as well?
Yeah, I went over and had a look at the cars before. Yeah, I am a bit of an enthusiast. I'd, be lovely to own one, wouldn't it? So who knows where that might lead.
You're in charge of all these hot rods and classic cars here today.
Yes, I've got the responsibility of running the show and shine competition and just organising the parking and just bringing the car side of it together with the rest of the festival.
And there's a competition with different prizes as well?
Yes, we have a ladies' choice competition, a men's choice and a judge's choice trophy.
From White Eagle House, the Rock and Roll Festival, Merrill Friend, News Geelong.
Thanks for the memories, Merrill. From 2 wheels to 4, the Ford Discovery Centre Geelong is currently exhibiting the highly acclaimed Farron collection of vintage bicycles, alongside their wonderful showcase of Ford interactive exhibits and vehicles from yesterday, today and tomorrow, as our RevHead reporter Merrill Friend reports.
We're here at the Ford Discovery Centre, where the highly acclaimed Farron collection of vintage bikes is continuing all through January. Also over the holidays, there's plenty for the kids to do. Half Cat's car, a Model T to sit in, and also plenty of activities with recycled materials to create their own artwork.
It's been fantastic. The cyclist exhibition has been great for the centre and great for the region, and we've extended it till January 30th, but we must close it at the end of January, so we're having a bit of a last little rush, and it'll be fantastic to see it before it goes back to Melbourne.
So this collection has how many bikes in it?
The collection overall has over 180 bikes. This collection here has about 18. It is the largest collection of vintage bikes in Australia, and it's a private collection, so it's not normally shown to the public. So this is your last chance to see it.
And then if kids want to come in over the school holidays, you've got plenty for them as well.
Yeah, we've got lots of things. We've got actually Half Cat's car, so for those cat supporters can come in and actually sit in Half Cat's car here in the museum. Then we also have a grey Model T, a 1926. Not often do you get to sit in a Model T, but you can have your photo taken in that. And we have a great mural project upstairs, which the kids can come in and use recycled products and put together what they see on the roads and can leave it as a display in the museum or take it home.
All right, so plenty for the kids over the school holidays.
Yes, and much more with all the interactive displays as well.
And of course, you've still got all the cars that people can look at from Ford as well.
Yeah, from 1896 to the cars of the future, they're all here, all to have a bit of fun and always changing.
From the Ford Discovery Centre, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. Much more than a bicycle built for two. Wanted blokes for the Bowen Region 2011 Big Blokes Day Out, celebrating what it means to be a bloke, as organisers begin to prepare for the second and even bigger and blokier day out this year. And who better than to report than our own big bloke, Ian Nichols.
Well, I think we all know that Johnston Park here in Geelong hosts a number of events during the year, and none more important than Blokes Day Out. It's a celebration of boys and men in the Barwon region. It has enormous support not only from Barwon Health, City of Greater Geelong of course, and a number of very worthwhile sponsors. And to give us the lowdown on this year's event, which will be on April 3, here's Peter Kelly.
Listen, it's a fantastic event which we started last year. At that stage I was working at the City of Greater Geelong, and we had the idea to put a bit of focus on the blokes out there in and around the Geelong community. So really looking at really around issues around their health and their well-being, and so getting blokes together and their families and friends and loved ones, and really sharing some celebratory times around being a bloke.
Well, blokes are notoriously bad for not looking after their health, as opposed to women, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be in our makeup to a certain extent. So we have those usual sort of debates around our gender, and it seems quite inherent that we need to be stoic and be strong and all these sort of things. But really, we need to sort of put that aside now and think a little more laterally, and get men to look after, and boys to really start looking after themselves, both physically and mentally as well. And
Peter, you've had a lot of help from like-minded organisations around Geelong as well.
Yeah, both financial and in-kind support. So really should mention the fantastic support from City of Greater Geelong. They provided a substantial amount of money for us to progress again this year. We've also had fantastic support from other members of our working party, including St Lawrence, St John of God, Vision Australia. I want to make sure I remember everybody. Vision Australia, St Lawrence, the Shire of Golden Plains are going to come on board as well as one of their members is on our working party. So while we're talking about Geelong, we also want to try and broaden that concept as well. So really fantastic support, and we'll take any kind of support we can, both financial, in-kind support and participation on the day is what it's all about.
Reporting on the 2011 Blokes Day Out, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. This is News Geelong Friday edition as we go to a break and return with more news after this.